Welcome, faithful viewers and Dwarf Fortress fanatics. This is Everyone Loves Pirates, and this is another in-between episode where I'm just going to show you kind of stuff that I'm working on that I just think is boring to everybody else. So just real quick, this is the wiki page. I came on here real quick and just typed in value to find values of things and realized that, hey, limestone's a flux stone, which is great. Also, hematite, which is worth a lot, is what we need to make iron. I kind of forgot. Like, usually I end up with really poor embark sites that have for iron making, for metal smithing. It's so far we have the flux that we need and we have the iron that we need to make steel. We just the one thing that might make things difficult on us is if we don't have the fuel we need, the coke, the charcoal, and since we don't have any trees, we really can't make our own coal, at least not very much of it. So, but you can always, hey, dig down and get to magma as well for fuel. So that's I just want to show you guys, if you don't know about the wiki, it's basically you kind of need it open as you're playing. Even as a seasoned player, there's stuff you're going to want to check on, but especially if you're a new player. So let's get the focus there. So the thought process is, the limestone is good. We can build there. The rooms are going to basically worth, the walls in the rooms are going to be worth twice their value. That's excellent. The hematite, I'm probably going to want to dig out. I don't know if I really want to make rooms here. It'll make for some great walls. They'll love that, but I kind of, I want as much of the iron as I can get. I don't want to waste it on walls. So that's what I'm thinking. There is issues about noise. I kind of forget what they are. We could check the wiki real quick. And I don't know if it's changed much. It was one of those things that was in flux for a while. So this is the version. We're on the current version, I believe. So nothing insulates the dwarves from noise. It's basically just the distance from where they're sleeping to the noise where it's being made. Workshops do not currently produce any noise. So that was something I was a little concerned about. So most of your noise is going to happen with digging, wood cutting, engraving, carving, and removing construction. And honestly, we are going to be doing quite a bit of digging. So no matter where we put our dorms, we actually could put them near the surface because we're not going to be doing much wood cutting. But it's just one of those things I think we're going to have to deal with. They're going to have some bad nights of sleep. Just going to happen. So yeah, they say put it 9 levels lower than the surface if you want to eliminate noise from wood cutting. Once again, that's not an issue for us. And yeah, really anywhere where dwarves are going to be sleeping, you want to keep them away from noise. So maybe we want it actually shallow as possible, because, we'll end up doing a lot of digging further away. Or just really deep. It's kind of, that's an issue. Unfortunately, I think we're going to want to do a lot of digging in our sedimentary layer here to get as much iron and hopefully find some coal and stuff as well. I just don't want them to have to move forever. I'd say, you know what? Screw the noise. You guys can't sleep? Oh well. Okay, so I want to remember where I was going to put 1, 2. Okay, so I was going to have the dining room here. Let's just... Wow. And that's, folks, why I stick with lowercase letters. Let's try that again. So this will be the dining room. I didn't need this, but now I started it, and I'll finish it. Dang it. The the dining room. Which is going to get carved up and engraved and stuff, and so are the rooms. But what can you do? So here's where we're going to build our rooms. Everyone who plays this game has their own ideas of what they like rooms to, just the floor plan to look at like. And I'm going to mess with it probably a little bit anyways, but let's just start Let's see. Yeah, we really want a left to right, I think, as much as possible, since we're already at the edge here, which is good. So we're going to have two massive corridors like that. The dining room's going to be there, so they're going to be able to get to the dining room quickly. We might have, a back stairway into the dining room too. The kitchen is here. So we might have some stairs down off the kitchen. We might end up putting, some more storage and stuff there. But let's say, okay, so we don't really want it. We want our walls. So probably something like that stair-wise. They don't need tons of stairs for this. It's only going to be a few people going back and forth in the back end. And then the actual dining room will look... Yep. Not there. Did I... Oh, yeah, looks like I messed up anyways. So, it's probably going to end up being something like that. We'll have food storage up here, and then, it can wrap around a little bit as well if we want it to. We want doors, nice doors they can go through. Yeah. And then, yeah, storage. Okay. So with that in mind, yeah, we might have stairs like here as well. That does line up. So let's have, I usually don't like having these all be 3. We may not use that other one, those other ones. We might have just this quarter going up. Oops. And then branches off of this to fill in this area. Once again, I can spend lots of time planning this. Hopefully you're not watching this getting bored and being like, oh, this guy's so boring. Hey, I warned you. Just go to the ones that are actual real episodes. That's where the fun gameplay is. But if you want to see me screw around with what I want to do room-wise, then hey, be my guest. Here you go. Yeah, actually, you know what? I kind of like this. So I kind of like oftentimes the 3x3 room. It's bigger than it needs to be, but that helps with room cost as well. Now, nobles might not like that if every dwarf has an awesome living space, but yeah, I'm just kind of thinking in drawing form right now, because we do want to go sideways off of this one here, but we also have these guys here. And I mean, we could do some noble bedrooms on this level as well, kind of keep that on this lower end. Then we might make something even bigger. But let's see, for now, let's do this. I mean, yeah, you can get away with that, and maybe I should. I mean, but we limited our population to 100, which you think, okay, well, 100 dwarves, that's not a whole lot of room. Well, they're going to get married too. They're going to have kids as well, but we have a kid cap. So, really what we're probably only going to need is probably like 60 rooms or something, to be honest. So, Might as well make them decent size. What I'm thinking is something kind of like that. And from here, get something like that. I mean, sure, yeah, you could even do that if you wanted. I want my dwarves to be happy. I want them to have big rooms. I want them to have lots of places to throw their socks on the floor because they're stupid. I was going to say something even nastier about my dwarves. So that's 12. Let's just kind of do... I mean, we don't want them walking really far. Like I said, we're not going to need a ton of rooms. I kind of want to do... Let's do 5. 10, 10. That's the easy way to do it. Four, 5. And just a little area here for like booze or statues or something. I like to spread booze out all over my fortress. I'm sure I'm not unique in that, but it gives the that way dwarfs, when they get thirsty, they don't need to walk all the way, somewhere in particular to get booze. They can, they have booze close by, and they're going to get thirsty. And that way they'll work more, hopefully. Okay, so that's going to be a good start. And I'm going to, just leave these. Oops, they're not. Just kind of a thought process. We don't need to connect any of that yet. But that's going to be a good start. We got 20 rooms. Each wing will be 10 rooms. That'll get us, with these dwarfs and get us past our first migration as well. And, while we're doing this, since we have some time, I might as well get this stuff out of the way. We can work on the dining room. Or... I already did that. Or the workshop area, but I'm not really sure exactly what I want the workshop area to look like yet. Let's think about the dining room then. So we have possibly where the kitchen can come down. I'll get rid of these for now. Maybe just... Okay. So, once again, I'm going to use X to kind of figure out where I'm going to put stuff. I kind of like having a whole line around, at least where the dwarfs are mostly going to be, like where the chairs and tables are going to be. So maybe not necessarily there, but here on the edges, that's going to be the edge. I like to leave that blank so I can put statues and stuff. And I also like to have a blank row that they can walk, sometimes too wide. Let's start with a middle corridor of, let's say 3. I like making really big dining rooms, kind of spread out. So we'll come up here, like so. That'll be a walkway. The first chairs then could go here. The first tables and chairs. And what I'll probably do is I'll make long tables kind of going out that way. And each dwarf really needs to have their own table. And then kind of just to designate, we won't do all the chairs, but we'll do something like that. Perfect. So some walking area, some statues along the side. with a 3 walkway, we can kind of put statues in the middle too that they have to pass every now and then. You know, we're gonna have some great things happening in this fortress, so we might as well see the carvings of it. Yeah, let's just see what we can get in here. Actually, that's pretty good. And then here, this will all be either booze or food stored. So they don't have to walk. They come down here, they grab their food, and then they get a chair, and they have to walk past all these statues and stuff that we have like in the middle. Something like that. Oops. Ah. I'm going to draw this all out just for when we show the other people that aren't cool enough to have watched this. That's right. If you really want to have some recognition, I messed up, didn't I? That's why we test this. Should have realized I didn't have it on the edge. If you really want some recognition in these videos, these are the ones you comment on. I know you're the hardcore here. So if that's a concern of yours, that's something you would like to have a dwarf named after you, or maybe even something else, then there you go. That's how to do it. I will look at these videos first. Not a bad little dining room to start with, and we got a lot of room we can spread out. The other thought as well, how you do it in between the statues. I just kind of like to have booze out in the middle as well sometimes. So like if we just, actually let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each table is 14. So let's say 15, 30, 60, 90. That's going to be more than enough for our entire fortress with our 100 cap. So really, we never have to make anything bigger than that. And for like each statue, we can put some booze in between. I like this. I think this will be a good dining room. Make sure it's not connected to anything so they don't dig it out yet. But we'll get started on that, I don't know, at some point. We might actually do like half of it to start with. Not even half, but just, part of it. Something like that. Dig, I'll obviously have to undig those, but we do want to get some tables and chairs out there, but, we're really going to have to wait to make the dining room awesome until we can make some really good high quality chairs and tables. I don't want to be swapping them out forever, but that can happen. So hey, this ended up going about 20 minutes, but we got in some more planning, which is good. Got it out of the way. We got our rooms, which will all get dug out now, and we don't need them all right now. So let's do that wing first. And yeah, rooms, dining room. And then we'll have to do some exploratory mining soon as well. Just kind of see what's out there besides just going straight down. But thanks a lot for viewing this video especially, but this series in general, in its entirety. And hey, once again, send me those comments. Let me know what's going on, what you want to see. This will be our playthrough, not just mine. Though I do have the final say, of course. And then you have the final say of never coming back and watching videos again. So really, I mean, it's a two-way street. I want to keep you happy. But I will not be blackmailed. Too much Crusader Kings. No such thing. But anyways, I am enjoying this as a little break from Crusader Kings 2. And it's been way too long. I should play this game much more often than I do. But thanks again. I will see you all in the next real episode, which is like episode 4, I think. See ya.